Hey y'all, happy Saturday afternoon. I'm finally out here. I had some errands for myself. I slept in. I slowed down, actually ate me some breakfast before coming out of the door. And so yeah, I dropped Papa off. He works a long shift today, so I am going to try to do as many orders on as many platforms that I can to try to reach this invisible goal because I got things to do this month, y'all, and I got some more things to do this month. So on top of that, this order was like $19, about 12 items, and I think the customer about 2.6 miles. I'll show it somewhere here what I'm actually getting. I didn't take a screenshot of what the amount is, but I definitely will show you exactly what I end up earning in the end. So yeah, so I have nothing further to say. I'm like less than 5 minutes. I am running late for this order, so I want to go ahead and get it done and over with and get to the customer as soon as possible. I did check the list and it's fairly easy. Not produce where I have to sit and weigh stuff, so we'll see how I go. And in the meantime, in between time, I see y'all in the next video. Hey y'all, I'm back. Where do I start? Okay, let's start with this. After I left y'all, I dropped that customer order off. The customer literally lived 5 minutes away from the store. I decided to turn on Uber Eats, turn on Grubhub, and look on Instacart to see if there was any more orders in the area. There was another order in the area, so I went ahead and grabbed it. It was at a Food Lion. I'm familiar with Food Lion. I'm not familiar with this location. This location is it's off, I tell you. It's smaller to me, but it's still confusing because it's so compact. In Food Lion, it doesn't have aisle numbers, but it does tell you exactly what the item should be in, so you can look at the overhead monitors and see the aisle that you should go down. So it's never an issue that I have. And I think people are complaining, what do you do when it doesn't? It literally tells you that this item you will find in a spice aisle. Here and there's hit and misses, but they're pretty dead on, okay? And the reason why they can't tell you aisle numbers is, for example, Walmart's is set up to be the same. Like, they have a model. So their store, when they open a store, it all looks the same. Okay, if it's the same square footage, it's going to be the same layout. This is on this side, this is on that side. It's never different, okay? Because they have that, it's easier for you to, when you shop at Walmart, to say it should be in this aisle because it's going to be in that aisle, regardless of how the layout of the store is. Like, I know that this one particular Walmart I went to, the grocery was on the right side versus on the left side. It's still, the aisles are still the same. So it's never an issue of getting you to the item. But Food Lion is different. So that's why they can't give you the aisle number, because in this particular store, their bread was on the aisle with like the dairy, versus in another Food Lion, the bread is on the aisle that's leads into the frozen area. So it's kind of like really hard for them to identify that versus identify what it is. Okay, fast forward to taking this order, having no issues, customers responding. Customer A almost got added a water because the cashier, after I didn't tell her everything on this belt is customer A, I went to go get another can. I didn't like the way this one was dented, and she was like, if she had made her way on the other side of the register, nobody told her to do that, and she started scanning. I'm like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, I thought the water was for this. I said, no, everything on the belt. She said, okay, I'm taking it off. So she took it off. So then a young man came and he was bagging. I didn't told them it was 2 separate orders. Why in the bags they put the customer A in 2 different colors? So it's like they not listening. So Then the next thing that happened is customer B has alcohol. We scan up the alcohol. The young lady, she didn't ask for my ID, which is, I mean, I definitely look over 21. So I can understand why they bypass the screen, and that's totally fine. But it's only the younger people who bypass that screen. The older cashiers do not bypass their screening and ask for my ID. But and it could be another reason, but we're gonna push on. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just driving. I need to focus on what I'm gonna do, because this got me off. So all in all, they refused to give me an alcohol label because the manager said that she purchased the labels out of her pocket, and these are for the food line to go customers. I chatted with customer service. I told them that this is what the deal is, and this is where we at. I said it's not stopping me from doing what I need to do. I'm just letting y'all know, because I don't know if it's gonna say a message or anything like that asking if it was a label on the alcohol, and I didn't want that to come back on me because I asked for it and they refused. Customer B lived in an apartment. She had 2 cases of water. Ma'am, come get your water. Come get your water. Get a Brita. And I was like, oh, she buying this cleaning stuff. Like, she must have just moved in. Like, And then she had her ID on the outside. Ma'am, I gotta see you. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do at this time. I don't know. This stuff like this has me like, I don't want to do Instacart right now. I probably need to go eat lunch or something. Yeah, that's probably what I'm doing. I'm finna go eat lunch, and then I'll regroup and head back out. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Okay, I'm back. I had to take care of all that at Chick-fil-A. But what I was saying is that I, had to go back to Publix to actually pick up an item that I needed for my grocery haul. And I seen an order. I picked it up, thought it was easy peasy. Was not, because the customer was not responding. And it was like, these customers with these small orders, ma'am, sir, respond. It's not that hard. So one of her items, they had everything she needed, so I didn't have to replace anything. The issue was she wanted this Sprite 0 sugar, and she stated that in her little note, and I'll show you, that she wanted to buy one get one. Ma'am, I got you. But when I looked at the quantity, I said, well, she only got one. So what you want me to do, steal the other one? Like, I was confused. So when I got over there to see if there wasn't even a deal, because it could have been an old note. So I went over there to see if it was a deal, and it could, like, again, it could have been an old note, because the current sale was buy 2 get 1. So I'm like, ma'am, do you want 3? Like, are you confused? Or, like, you making me confused? Can you answer? Nothing, crickets. So I reached out to Instacart, and I was like, I think I want to cancel this order. And the rep was like, wait, no, what's the situation? So I'm telling her the situation, and she was like, why don't you just refund that one item? I said, no, I don't want this lady rating me. I don't want her attached to me at all, because she's not responding. And so they was like, let's try, let's see if when I call, she pick up. Do what you do. So she called, and now let me tell you, this whole time she up there trying to convince me to keep this order. She have not told me in the meantime she didn't call this customer. She haven't said that she got the voicemail. I had to ask her, so did you get the customer at the end of our conversation? Because she was still trying to convince me to keep this order. I was like, oh, she said, I got the voicemail, but you didn't tell me that information. Ma'am, cancel this order. You rather not get paid? Surely do not care to get paid. No. No, not at all. And so then she was like, then she said something about the cancellation rate. And I started to tell her, I said, those idle threats don't work with me. I don't care about that. Okay. This lady is not responding. This is a customer who would say that they didn't get what, I didn't follow directions. Okay. Oh, this got a little salt on it. Good, good. Yeah, this would be the customer to say that. So, ma'am, I don't want this lady attached to me. Please cancel it. So, I don't know where I'm at for the day, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna be out tomorrow or not. But if I am, you'll know. But you'll see another video. If not, you'll know what I earned for the week. All right, peace out. Let me go eat and clean and wait to pick up Papa. Peace out. Hey y'all, happy Saturday? No, it's Sunday. Happy Sunday. So I wasn't gonna get out here because, you know, I feel like I did enough this week. And it's March Madness money. So I decided to push myself with my stretch goal and get out here and make a little change. So first and foremost, I looked on Instacart. I stayed on Instacart. It was a few orders, but they were moving so fast and I was getting dressed. so it was like every time I look, I was like, oh, that's a good one. Grab it. Batch not available. So I decided to do what Jen on the Go was stating about going to the parking lot. So I did that to the store that I wanted to shop at. And I stayed there about 15 minutes and nothing. So I decided I was going to go to the next store that I was thinking about actually shopping at, and also turn on Uber Eats. And I accidentally clicked on Uber Eats while turning everything on. And it was to IHOP, and I told them I don't want to deliver this. I'm not going to IHOP. So another one came in for Starbucks. So here we are going to Starbucks. This customer, and so I show you what the customer ordered. What's weird is that it was ready. Not that was weird, but I was trying to figure out when it tells me how many miles, what is that? Is that total miles between me picking up and delivery, or is that just where the customer's at or where I'm at? So on this order, and I didn't get a screenshot, I think it's going about $13, and it said 14.5 miles. But this customer is only 6.9 miles away from this location. So I'm assuming the other was the distance I was, which now makes sense because I was like 6 miles away from this restaurant. So I was like a little bit over 6 miles. So I now can determine like where I'm at versus where the customer at, as far as mileage. I guess we can go from there. So I'll show you exactly what the customer ordered. She did have a drink. It was placed in this carrier. I can't, and they seal it. She do report missing items. So I asked them, and they were so nonchalant. They're always so nonchalant in Starbucks. So I'm like, I have to verify. And so I sent a little note to her, and I'll show you that as well, that, hey, I just wanted to let you know I verified with the restaurant. All items are packaged. And so now we're headed to this customer, which, like I said, was 6.9 miles, which is 11 minutes away from this restaurant. So let me go ahead and drop this off, and I'll see you when I get another order. To find out what I earned for the week, let's first talk about what I earned in each platform. Starting with the platform that I earned the least in, which was Uber Eats. It was for $34.08. That was only for 2 trips. 100% of my customer's tip. I was online 3 hours and 43 minutes. I think that was due in part to one of the orders being an order and pay. And then it was often I was idle. I had the app on, but I wasn't getting any orders. And one time I honestly forgot it was on when I was doing an Instacart shop. The breakdown is the net fare is $16.84. The promotions were 42 cents, and the tips were $16.82. One of my customers, the one that I did the order and pay, actually raised her tip after delivering. So I was very grateful for that, because we did run into a snafu, but it wasn't one that couldn't be resolved. And it was like simple as just adding Just making sure she got what she wanted, and then the restaurant assured more than what she wanted. The next app was Grubhub, and the total earnings was $65.59. The breakdown was delivery pay was $31.28. The tips were $34.31. This is the earnings. I only went out more than 3 days, but I was only getting orders consistently on March 1st, 2nd, and 4th. Funny thing about March 4th is the order that you see that's rejected for the Three Monkeys Tavern and Grill, that actually was received to me after I received an Uber Eats. I forgot this restaurant was literally next door to the restaurant that I was doing the order and pay for Uber Eats, so I rejected it. It was $7.21. After I ordered the customer food and found out it was going to be 30 minutes, I turned back on Grubhub, and another order came in for the restaurant for $14.69. So after ensuring that Uber Eats customer was good to go, I went over to the restaurant and their food wasn't ready. So I delivered Uber Eats order, came back, the food was ready, and I delivered to the Grubhub order. Now, the funny thing and the best thing, I'm glad they weren't done at the same time, is because they actually were in opposite directions. The last platform and the platform I earned the most in was in Instacart. It was a total $239.32. That was active time, 12 hours, 38 minutes. Again, idle time with me just not going to the store when I accepted a batch. I did 12 batches. The Instacart payment was $114.93. The tips were $124.39. Of course, on Saturday I did the most because I had more time to do that. A couple things noticeable is that this customer on March 1st actually raised the tip after delivery as well because of communication. Communication was key. There was items that needed to be replaced, items that needed to be refunded. So that did decrease the amount, but she went ahead and increased the actual amount of my tip because of our interaction. So it's very, very helpful. Let's see if there was anything noticeable. I think on Sunday, these orders I should have rejected. One was 3 cases of water, and the other one was, the other one I wouldn't have rejected. She was nice and she was responsive, and she did have a lot of pop, but I have delivered before her on Grubhub and Instacart, and she was a sweet lady. So all in all, everything was good in regards to that. So I didn't have any issues. No other stories to tell at this moment. So the total earnings for the week is $338.99. So I was able to reach the goal that I had set for myself, which I'm back to doing my $250 a week, and my stretch goal is $350. And the reason why I set it up that way is to push myself a little bit further to reach my March Madness Money Savings Challenge goals, as well as paying down debt. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to be part of my village. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. To all my returning subscribers, I thank you. Everyone hit that thumbs up, and please share this with your family, your friends, and your coworkers. Peace out.